All right, City of Forest Park City Council meeting number 1437. Today is the 1st of July. It is 7 p.m. We're going to start by standing and saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, starting with item number 1 on the agenda is roll call. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Adams.
Yes, present.
Brown.
Here.
Clark. Harrison.
Here.
Holt.
Here.
Moore.
Here.
Sylvester.
Here. All right, I need a motion to excuse Councilmember Clark.
Motion to excuse Councilmember Clark.
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded. Is there any further discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, let it be known by the sound of voting aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passes. Item number 2 is the minutes. Has everyone received the minutes? Are there any changes or corrections to be made? All right, hearing none. Item number 3 is presentations, and it looks like we have no presentations. So item number 4 is communications from the public. So this is the time for citizens to comment on matters before council or to ask questions of concern to them. So when recognized, please come forward to the podium, give your name and address, and then state your comments or questions. Council meetings are tape recorded for ease of transcription, and comments are limited to 5 minutes. So if anyone would like to address council, you can come to the podium. There should be a sign-in sheet up there. You put your name and your address, and you can address council about anything. All right, and let the record reflect Councilmember Clark has joined us.
Good evening.
Yep.
I'm going to pass my phone because I couldn't print pictures today, and I have to show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If that's
Ma'am.
okay. My name is Tracy Dillingham. I live at 11463 Lynn Cross Drive, and that's right off Cara Hill. I'm here to, I guess, complain about parking at the top of my street. So if I can give you a picture, I live on Lynn Cross, and the main street is Cara Hill. Cara Hill runs down to Waycross to the right and to Kemper Road on the left. And what I'm coming to talk about is a safety issue. We have people, residents that live on Cara Hill who don't park far enough away from the curb. So when I pull off my street, it gives me great anxiety, and I could almost get hit. I drive a Kia Forte and sometimes a Nissan Altima, so I don't sit high, so I can't see who's coming down the street. And if you look at the one picture where there is a stop sign, the tail of the car is parked all the way back to the edge of the curb. And to try and pull out and pull around the car, you can either get hit head on, or, you know, it depends. On the left, there's not a car on one of the pictures, but sometimes there's a car with big 30-inch wheels. It's a pickup truck that sits on that way. So I'm constantly looking like this and inching out, and you just can't see who's coming. There's the same issue at the end of Cara Hill by Kemper. So if you're ever coming from Kroger or wherever, trying to turn on Cara Hill, if somebody's coming down Cara Hill, you almost have to park behind the car that's at the curb, because you're going to get hit trying to go around. I can't imagine a fire truck trying to, you know, rescue somebody and turn on to Cara Hill and squeeze up that way. It's just really a safety issue, and I'm just asking, hopefully, that you all would take into consideration painting those curbs yellow or something that would deter them from parking there. Thank you.
All right. First of all, thank you, Ms. Dillingham. We're not going to go through your photos here. I might now. Thank you for coming in. First of all, it's residents like you that actually keep us informed. But your timing is actually impeccable, because we quite literally discussed this at the last work session, didn't we? We actually just had a conversation about not only this very issue, but this street in particular. And part of what we had discussed was to look into painting it yellow or some type of signage indicating that you can't park there. But in addition to that, looking at posting an officer over there just to make sure that people who are not going to comply with that are being fined. So we do thank you for coming in. And I know it can be, you know, you getting off work, and it can be kind of cumbersome to come in, but we appreciate you doing that because it is a safety issue. All right. Does anyone else have any other communications for the public?
Her phone number so I can get in touch with her.
Oh, did you fill out your
information?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
And then someone from the city will follow up with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the minimum there'll be a sign. And then the police will be there as well.
While she's signing in, Mayor, if I may, I want to say thank you to Ms. Dillingham for coming in, just as you have, and all of us. But just some reminder to our residents that we try to acknowledge everything in our city, that there's an opportunity for improvement, but we need residents to come in and tell us. So we thank you for that. And any residents that are listening or watching today, we encourage you not only to come and tell us what we need to work on and where the opportunities are for improvement, but we also urge you to let us know what we're doing well. We have a beautiful city, and so I just want to say thank you very much for doing that, because that takes a lot of courage to come up and say, hey, this is an issue that I'm having. So thank you.
I'm that penny that keeps on coming up.
Yeah.
Last week, we had a meeting on Monday, and we had numerous discussions with your city manager, Don Jones.
If you want to state your name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rob Smijunas,
Okay.
9064 Ridgeway Close. Sorry. And we had a number of discussions with the city manager, both personally and on the phone, passing back and forth different points of interest. And I think we're in agreement on terms and conditions of a development agreement. And I hope you all will be able to meet and discuss that this evening or soon. So just wanted to come in here and just say thank you for his time and your time.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Thank
All
you for
right.
that. All right, do we have any other communications from the public at this time?
We got the cadet
I'm sorry?
program.
Oh, yeah, so that actually, yeah, if you would like to address council about the cadet program.
How's everyone doing?
Good, how are you?
This is week 4 for us. We had an opportunity today to come in and have some dialogue with our mayor. So we decided that we would give you all kind of a demonstration of how we start our day off. A lot of things that we do is kind of, the foundation is discipline. Discipline in school, discipline at home, discipline just overall as young people. So structure and discipline kind of fall in line with trying to get young people to really buy into ownership and where they live. So similar to what police do, you know, we're a paramilitary organization and we like discipline. If you all served in the service, you know, discipline's the foundation of who makes who you are. So we kind of add that to our program. So what you'll see today is how our young people start their day every day. So I'll have them come.
Group attention. The risk we take make us stronger together. Forward, march. Mama, mama, can't you see?
Mama, mama, can't you see
What FPC did to me?
what FPC did to me?
Mama, mama, can't you see?
Mama, mama, can't you see
What the FPC did to me?
what FPC did to me?
Strolling down Kemper Road.
Rolling down Paper Road,
Strolling till my boots get old.
rolling till my boots get old.
Strolling down Kemper Road.
Rolling down Kemper Road,
Strolling till my boots get old.
rolling till my boots get old.
Group, hop,
1, 2.
right face. Open range, mark. Dress right, dress. Front. At ease.
So some things that the mayor and I had a lot of discussions about, and just how young people, along with discipline, should truly understand how government works and how their behavior and how everything else understand that they control ultimately, which will make you all's job a lot easier. So those are some things that we had a discussion about. We're very excited on the direction that we're going. Our hope is that we'll be able to continue beyond just the summertime. Those are some things that Officer Wilson and myself have had a discussion about. Like I said, these young people, a lot of them didn't know what to expect from the program. But I will tell you is their parents and a lot of their family members have been very impressed with what they've done. And of course, you know, any young person can perform in a sterile environment. But our goal is to try to get them to exemplify a certain behavior when they're not in front of us. So that's what we would encourage. We're encouraging them to take ownership in good behavior beyond just when they're in this program.
Groups, attention.
The risk we take makes the stronger we are together.
Forest Park mission statement.
The mission of the Forest Park Cadets is to gain knowledge to the foundation and productive our strive to achieve our goals in the future through collaborative partnership with police, fire, and public agencies, fostering commitment to service, integrity, and community well-being.
Mark time, march. You won't believe what I seen.
You won't believe what I seen
In Forest Park.
in Forest Park.
You won't believe what I seen.
You won't believe what I seen
In Forest Park.
in Forest Park.
Brown boots.
Brown boots,
Tan pants.
tan pants,
Green shirts.
green shirt,
Just strolling along.
just strolling along.
You won't believe what I seen.
You won't believe what I seen
In Forest Park.
in Forest Park.
You won't believe what I
You
seen.
won't believe what I seen
In Forest Park.
in Forest Park.
Brown boots.
Brown boots,
Tan pants.
tan pants,
Green shirts.
green shirts,
Just strolling along.
just strolling along.
Group halt.
1, 2.
Put red. Red.
Group, attention!
The risk we take makes us stronger together.
Right face. Mark time, march. Forward, march.
Sardines.
Sardines,
And pork and beans.
and pork and beans.
Taste so good.
Taste so good,
Taste so fine.
taste so fine.
Sardines.
Sardines,
And pork and beans.
and pork and beans.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, ah, ah. Sardines.
So once again, we appreciate once again, we appreciate the opportunity to represent Forest Park. Mr. Mayor, we're looking to make you all proud. End of session is going to be July 31st. There's a personal invitation for you all to come out. We'll be down at the Senior Center, so they'll be kind of showing off some of the other things that they've learned. If at any point in time you all would like to drop in on us, like I said, we're Monday through Thursday, 8:45 to 4:15. We're down at the South Campus. Mondays is Government Day, so we traditionally will have someone come in from the government. So if you all want to stop down, Mr. City Manager, you'll be getting an email from me because we're going to need you to come down there. And as the mayor found out today, they really have one desired question that they continue to ask. And what was that, Mr. Mayor?
They asked about a rec center. That's what they asked about. So.
They did ask about a rec center, but once again, the goal is to have them understand what part they play in the community and to take ownership in it and to make you all's job a lot easier. So that's our goal. Are there any questions?
Can they come back in here, or are they gone?
No, they're not gone. They get it. Yeah, they're really excited. They've learned a lot. I like when you were asking them a lot of questions about government because I don't think they really understood how negative things can ultimately impact the thing that they want. So when they realized that, hey, when you said, those things affect my ability to build a rec center, when we were in the car, they were like, for real, miss? I said, yeah, I told you all those things kind of fall into place. So sometimes they'll get upset if one person doesn't have something, they're doing push-ups or sit-ups, so when we're in a class and we're learning about something, how all of them are affected, I'm like, yeah, it's like dominoes. This will happen, and it kind of contributes to everything else. So like I said, that's kind of the one thing that I really want them to understand is that they have an intricate role in how things are done.
Yeah.
Mr. Hawkins, you gave us a presentation, very well done, extremely impressed. I was not military, but we do have military here on council, and I saw some really big smiles on both ends of the DI. So you all just did a great job. But my question to you, council as a body, what do you need from us? I know you talked to the mayor. I know you're having conversations with the city manager, but collectively, because you only get us together like this when we're at the DS, what do you need from us?
We'll need the opportunity to really sit down and have a conversation about continuing this program beyond the summer. From a budgetary standpoint, how can we, just so everybody's, a good program is only as good as its follow-up.
Absolutely.
That's the nature of the beast. And when you allow young people, when you give them something and then you take it away or you ration it out, they tend to fall back into their old habits. So for myself, the opportunity to continue to meet with this group beyond the summertime continues to reinforce the values that we've instilled in them. You know, of course, I'll be around, I'll be going and visiting them, but, you know, for me, it's monthly, weekly visits, having the opportunity to have dialogue with them, to work with them on their academics, because they need that support from all of us. And that's kind of what I think people forget, is that young people want the opportunity to do better. I just think when they don't feel like we as adults truly are invested in them, then they fall off. You know, when they feel as though, hey, this was a good program, now it's all gone, next thing I know, I'm like, hey, what happened? Well, you know, I mean, nothing happened. Nothing. So for me, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what happens beyond the summertime. So as you asked, my ask will be to have a serious conversation on continuing this program from a year-round perspective, because what you see in front of here is, you know, 10 young people, we're missing one. I would like for us to have 20 to 25 to 30, you know, because what happens is it becomes very infectious. You know, we were just in Kroger's and people were applauding them. People were, you know, asking them who they were, you know. So when you have these young people with the ability to go out and speak candid about Forest Park, and you all know, if you have children, when a young person speaks candidly about anything, everybody listens. So that's what we want. We want young people to go out and speak very candidly and say, what did you say? Say they like what? Living in where, Mr. Mayor? They like living in Forest Park.
Yeah.
That's what we want. And I think, you know, continuing to have these kind of relationships with them gives them the opportunity to interact with you all outside of just sparingly. So that would be my ask. Okay.
Mr. Hawkins, do you anticipate that TH is going to continue to fund it?
So that I'm not aware. I'm unsure of. Like any program, you know, they look to employ over 900 youth this summer.
Yeah.
And funding's always an issue.
Yeah.
What I've always challenged individuals is this, you know, if you want to change the mindset of a young person, if you have children, it took you 18 years to get your young person to do what you wanted them to do. Clearly, you can't expect for it to happen with young people in 1 or 2 sessions. So when people say, hey, we want to employ young people, we want to engage them, then you have to be prepared to go the long haul. That's my thing. I have no idea what Talbot House is doing. I know that they're trying. I know that, you know, the commissioner is trying. However, on my end, when I sit down and I think about what we spend our funding on and what we invest our funds in, we need to invest them in our youth. And we need to invest them in our youth to a point to where they feel like if we can't give them a rec center, then we need to give them something to buy into. So if we get them to buy into, hey, this is what it takes to get what you want, to do what you need to do, that's kind of where I sit. I've always told people this, I'm not a grant writer. I'm not. I'm a worker. So I do what I do. I'm not one to go out here and find, and if I had $1 million, then guess what? All I would do would be youth programming, because I know how important it is. However, I've always looked to those who have the ability to go out and find the funding to allow us to find the funding so we can continue to do what we need to do. So that's kind of my take on it. I don't really know what the Talbot House is doing. I know that they, from a budgetary standpoint, I know that their goal was to employ over 900 youth. I know they did employ quite a few youth. Don't know what the money looks like that comes down from the government. I'm not privy to that. I know that when the ball is in my court, I go out and see what I can do to find out what I need to find out. So when people say, what do you need from me? That's the first thing I say. I need to be able to continue to do the work. And as long as you make it available for me to do the work, I'm going to go to work for you.
We're collectively going to make sure we support that.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
If you have any questions of the young people, you can ask.
What's this young lady's name? A lot of leadership. What's your major? Oh, wait a minute. So years ago, I know I don't look like a cadet. I barely got in at 410, but never. But I was in Civil Air Patrol, and this type of stuff is absolutely phenomenal because all the skills and the discipline that you're going to learn, it's going to go a long way and be transferable to any field of study, whether it's criminal justice and police, fire, government, or whatnot. You are going to be able to rely and pull these skills and even the discipline that you've learned and that commitment and the perseverance and how you work well with the team. You are going to have to employ those at your future employers, or if you decide to operate a business for yourself. So please soak up every last ounce of it. We cannot wait to your July graduation, and thank you so much for representing us so well. So well.
Mr. Miles, introduce yourself.
Cadet Miles, 14, I'll be a freshman now when the military school starts. And I've been at Winwoods all my life.
Mr. Ison?
I'm Cadet Isom. I've been going to Linwood for 5 years. The beginning of this school year, I'll be a sophomore. I'm in the high school band with him.
So I'm Cadet Cervantes. As he said, I am also part of the band. I've been going to Winwoods my whole life. I'm actually the field commander for the band, so I'm the one who's up there conducting the people. And so it's sometimes difficult for me to work this job and also do the band, but I'm
Sergeant Durant?
My name is Cadet Durant. I'm 16 this next year. Winwood is junior. I've been going to Winwood since 5th grade.
Mr. Ward?
I'm Cadet Ward. I'm 60 years old. I've been going to Winwoods since kindergarten. I play football for the Warriors, and I'm a cornerback.
Mr. Reese?
I'm Cadet Reese. It's gonna be 15. I go to Winwoods. I just kind of moved out here. I played basketball. I'm going to 10th grade.
Mr. Lovelace?
Hi, I'm Cadet Lovelace. I've been at Winwoods my whole life up until the 7th grade. I left, but I'm back now, ready to show off my community where I'm from.
Mr. Cephas?
I'm Cadet Cephas. I have been at Winwoods since 8th grade. I transferred from HUC and I'm
I have a question. The summer program is going to be ending soon, right? Hopefully something will happen that will extend it. Since you started the program, how have you grown? What have you done differently? What is new about you? Why try to find resources for a program? Tell us why. Yes, sir.
Me, I can speak a lot because I'm a person that used to have to do things. I used to always give half effort, put some in, and then work out as the best I could. So I fully decided to commit in this program. And it shows me that I can't just have two things, I have to fully commit. And it has changed me to a better person because now I know I have to put my all in to get all out.
this program if you didn't get paid for it? Let's say you got paid for the summer, but then the school year you didn't necessarily get paid as much. Would you still do the program? And then maybe in the summer pick it back up and get paid again? Like, would you still commit to it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, well, it's a really good presentation.
You know, I was real quick, 'cause I know we gotta go, but, you know, seeing y'all marching here, doing your cakes and all that, that does this old Army veteran proud, okay? 'Cause,
Old is the word.
and I know some of y'all are 16. I was 17 when I joined the military.
Wow.
17. And I'm still serving, believe it or not. It's been 35 years and I'm still serving. So to see what y'all are doing, I give kudos to you, sir, and our officer over here, and everybody who's really been pouring into you, because you're doing great things. And everything that you learned, apply it not only to what you do at school, but later on in life too, right? Because you're learning time management. You're learning how to, you know, like put on a uniform, present yourselves and whatnot. You're doing an excellent job, and you at the end. Okay, so and what are your future goals?
First graduating college and then become a special agent and then get MP because I'm an ROTC.
You're an ROTC?
Yes, so
Okay.
I'm gonna get MP and then later down the line be a police officer.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, I tell you, don't limit yourself now. Like you said, you want to be an MP, be an infantry officer. Why not, right? Yeah. Okay.
Councilman Harrison, she's already being recruited by Forest Park.
Okay.
She got about 3 years. that
3
she'll be
years.
on duty.
Yes, Mr. Officer Wilson, I stand corrected.
Okay.
But y'all are doing an excellent job. And
Okay.
hope to see more. I'm about to come out one day before I go to work. Come hang out with you.
right.
Y'all do PT in the morning?
They do.
Yes, sir.
We'll get ready to do the tank here in Green Hills as soon as I can get a reserve. They're gonna be down there in the tank
In the tank?
doing some PT.
They have-
They haven't experienced that yet.
We got our midterm PT test.
Join y'all
I'll
for
have to,
PT.
well, I won't join you, but I'll watch.
Get Dr. Moore with me.
I just want to say that I'm very proud. I also retired from the Army. I did 21 years, so I entered the military when I was 18, right out of high school. I graduated from high school, went straight to basic training, and spent my whole career in the military. So I'm just very proud when you guys marching in. You brought back old memories. Mama, can't you see? So I'm just very proud, and thank you for your advisors, Officer Wilson, Assistant Chief Hill, and so thank you for serving our community.
All right, well, thank you all. Take it away, sailors.
Face. Time, march. Forward, march.
That's a great program. Make sure y'all step.
All right, that concludes item number 4, communications from the
Okay.
public. Moving on to item number 5, which are reports from council members. We're going to start with Council Member Adams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. I don't have any reports.
Okay.
We did do, outside of the fact that we did our beautification contest, but outside of that, that has been completed. Outside of that, I don't have any additional reports.
All right, do you have any items to add to the work session?
Yes, sir, I do. I like to revisit our process for beautification, for our beautification contest. And then I also would like to have some conversation about youth resiliency grants, any other resources or monies or whatnot that may be out there that can help us maintain this amazing program we just saw. And that's about it, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Councilmember Adams. Councilmember Clark.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Wrong one. Environmental awareness. Would like everyone to know that there are a number of subsidies that are still in existence that residents can apply for insulation and a number of different things. So please go to the city's website at forestpark.org and find out some more information on that and how you can help fray some of those costs for that. Economic Development had a great meeting last week. We were updated by the one and only Don Jones. It was a much needed and very informative meeting. Talked about a number of the development projects that we have going on. Members were able to ask a lot of questions and understand and gain some insight on the incentive packages that we are that we are working through, and also an update for the mall project. It was a very informative meeting. And that would conclude my report.
I mean, to the 15th or how? To the next council. Yeah, okay. All right, and do you have any work session items to add?
In our EDC meeting, one of the things that I had brought up, and I think all the development that's happened has certainly spawned an interest and thought processes from everyone, and really trying to understand exactly what our next stages are. So trying to look at, envision 10, 20 years, 25-year plan is much needed, and it's time to do that. I would love to at least begin that conversation, but with trying to develop some sort of an outline for what that's going to look like for the next, may take 6, 9, 12 months to achieve it, because we are positioned for progress, but definitely start talking about what that looks like, and from recess have a solid plan on how we can achieve that.
Ms. Bailey, just add a conversation about our strategic plan like we talked about. Thank you. All right, moving on to Councilmember Harrison.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I'd like to wish a happy 248th birthday to the United States of America, of course, on the 4th of July, which will be this coming Thursday. Just please, to our residents, be mindful if you're handling fireworks. Please be careful, okay? You were born with 10 fingers. We want you to go out with 10 fingers, okay? We don't want you to go out, period, but we're just saying, please be safe in everything that you do. Second, really, I know we have some individuals tonight who are going to be sworn in. So for our residents, if you do want to be a part of any boards or commissions, please get your application into the clerk of council, and so we can get you interviewed and get you to be a part of our boards and commissions. As far as work session issues, I just had one question about, I think that bike shack that's built by the yeah. So I just had some questions about that.
Okay.
All right. So, and that's all I have.
All right, thank you for that, Councilmember Harrison. Do you have any work session items to
Not at this time, sir.
add? Really quick, I do know that you are spearheading the Greek picnic. Do you have a date for that?
The date, yes, sir. So it's actually going to be a weekend. So it's going to be the weekend of August 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Okay. Just for council, just for council's edification and for the viewers at home, can you just give a brief synopsis about what it is?
Oh, yes. So the Cincinnati Non-Panhellenic Council, the NPHC, that's an organization made up of, a.k.a. the Divine Nine African-American Greek fraternities and sororities. They're having their second annual picnic in Forest. It's not their second annual picnic, but they're having the second time, I should say, in Forest Park.
Forest Park second annual.
The second, yes, Forest Park second annual. So last year, members of the organizations, we had the first picnic out here after the playground expansion and whatnot. Got a lot of positive feedback. And in turn, the members of the organizations did bring backpacks and school supplies to donate to our schools. This year, they kind of expanded it where they're going to pour more money into Forest Park. So there's going to be an event down at not only Central Park for the picnic, but at the cantina on Northland and Southland.
Jasper.
Yes, Jasper. That's Jasper. Yes, on the 10th, there's going to be just like a happy hour. Everybody's invited. Then they're also doing a worship service at Quinn Chapel on the 11th prior to the picnic. Okay, so really they're making it bigger and better, but they saw the value in investing in Forest Park. They like the location because it's close to the interstate. In case people forgot stuff, they can run across the street to the grocery store and pick that up. And just the size, and also too, just how welcoming the city has been for this picnic. So we had a lot of positive reviews. Let's see how it goes this year, but once again, that will be August 10th and 11th.
Okay. All right, and we thank you and Dr. Moore and our school board president, actually, who all are part of Greek letter organizations. All right, moving on to First Vice Mayor Holt.
I do not have a report, do not have a report tonight, but I just want to wish everybody a happy, safe 4th of July. That's it, and I do not have anything for next.
All right, thank you for that. Moving on to Second Vice Mayor, Dr. Moore.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do not have a report at this time.
All right, do you have any items to add to the work session?
No, I do not.
All right, thank you, Dr. Moore. Moving on to Councilmember Sylvester.
Yes, Mayor, I have no report for this evening. As a part of anything to know for work session, I know we reviewed on the AACC, but there was also another line item at a comment from our last council meeting, excuse me, in regards to some of the damaged homes in Forest Park by fire. And I don't know what Rafiq's.
I wasn't here today, so I'm not sure if he's back.
Okay. If there's opportunity for us to revisit that, then that would be a follow-up line item in regards to our work session.
Okay. You said about the fire damage in particular?
Yes.
Yeah, there were a number of homes, so thank you for bringing that back up. So I will add that to the work session.
Thank you.
All right. And that concludes item number 5, reports from council members. Item number 6, which is the mayor's report. Just to echo the sentiments of everyone up here, we do want everyone to have a wonderful 4th of July celebration, to continue to be safe. If you're going out barbecuing, remember that fireworks are prohibited within city limits, so please celebrate safely and responsibly. And I do not have any well, actually, that's not true. There is one work session item I would like to add, a presentation from an organization called Urban 3 to discuss property tax assessments. I'm going to bring this organization in to do a brief presentation in front of council for a potential project that they are working on with the Hamilton County, and I think everyone on council needs to be made aware of that. So that concludes my report, and that is the only item I wanted to add. Moving on to item number 7, which is the city manager's report from Mr. Don Jones.
Yes, I'll try and keep it short and sweet this evening. I hope everyone has a safe and happy 4th of July as they celebrate our founding of our country. Again, I'll remind everyone that fireworks are illegal in the city of Forest Park. I need to make sure I say that. Enough said there. The senior center was closed today, and I believe it'll be open tomorrow, but we did have a plumbing issue over the weekend, and so hopefully that'll be all taken care of tomorrow. We'll be able to get back on it. So it was a plumbing problem, and so hopefully the seniors will be able to get back in there before the 4th anyway. July 16th is our party in the park. That's our next upcoming party in the park. Fall soccer signups, I want to remind everyone they end just July 5th, which will be Friday. So make sure if you've got someone that wants to sign up for soccer in the fall, you can go online and register. They are doing, it's very, very popular this year, and they're very full. So get on out there and sign up. I believe they're trying to form another team. We're closed this Thursday for the 4th of July celebration. And I want to let everyone know that the Energy Harbor Electric Aggregation letter. So Energy Harbor is sending out letters to the community, certain individuals, new members to the community, people who are coming off of other programs, and we're reminding folks about our program as well, and letting them know that what's going on. So if anybody has any questions about the electric energy aggregation program here in the city of Forest Park, give us a call in our environmental department, and they'll be glad to walk you through all of your options. And these are just for folks who have a change or things that are going on within their household. The majority of the folks won't be getting them in our community. But if you do get a letter, they are about our energy aggregation, and they're from the Energy Harbor electrical supplier. So other than that, I'll be glad to answer any questions. Oh, the party in the park, yeah, that's coming up. Well, that's July 16th.
And next Tuesday.
Yep, next Tuesday.
7 p.m., correct?
7 p.m., yes.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah, we'll have 2 food trucks.
Yep.
It'll be 2 food trucks, Dinah and Hawaiian. I'm queuing you up, Dinah.
Well, I'm just saying, it's a lot of...
I try to spread it out. I don't want to tell everything.
Well,
but
I
yeah,
did say
so-
the food.
So we are having our party in the park next Tuesday. 'cause
Music.
we're continuing our series of concerts. So
Once a month.
yeah, yeah, twice a month.
Then the next one will be, after that will be obviously the Jazz Festival.
Yes.
And, but yes, we are having our next party in the park on the 16th. So
Yeah, so
everyone's
from
invited. The music's free. Come on out
Central
and
Park, yeah.
enjoy yourself, and bring a chair and a blanket, and just enjoy the music. And the food trucks will be there as well. And bring your appetite, and bring your kids. They can run around and have a great time. Last time was last year they were well attended, and we look forward to even more this year. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll have good weather, like tonight would be perfect.
This
And
perfect, yeah.
but yes, everyone's invited. It's a good opportunity to get out, and
It's free.
it's free.
It's a
Meet
free
folks.
concert.
Yeah, the food's not free, but the concert's free.
Yeah.
So come on out and enjoy yourselves in the park, and just enjoy the evening in Central Park. Meet some new folks, do a little dancing, and just have a good time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Central Park, right across from the high school, will be from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Free concert. It has a very popular band, Satin Smooth Project, with a mixture of funk, soul, and R&B. So
Mhm.
please come out to the party in the park.
Yes.
All right, sorry about that,
That's
Don.
good, I'm done.
All right, that includes item number 7. We're going to move on to item number 8, which is other reports. We're going to start with our law director, Mr. John Wyckoff.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Since the last council meeting, I approved some revisions to the sanitary easement agreement between the school board and the city of Forest Park. I worked with Mr. Jones on the ice rink rental in terms of the rental agreement.
Yeah,
And
actually,
also with Mr. Jones, I reviewed the proposed national opioid settlement. The city of Forest Park, like many communities in Ohio and throughout the United States, will be getting a portion of that money that was paid into a settlement fund. And then for the fire chief, Alfie, I did review a proposed clinical agreement for EMT students from Great Oaks, and I gave him some recommendations regarding how that agreement should proceed. And other than that, I have nothing else to report. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
All right, thank you for that, John.
I just have one question. I know the horse is dead, but just the cats. The rule on the cats is that we really, there's we have a lot of limitations on what we can do about the cats. The feral
I'm sorry.
cats.
These aren't working.
The
so-
feral.
Yeah, don't talk.
Okay, the feral cats. So they've been causing a great nuisance throughout the city. So when we last talked about it, there was really not much that we can do, right?
I think we've been through this issue before. I think one
got
homeowner
a couple
was
of them
leaving
where
her
I live
garage
at.
door partially open, feeding a dozen cats or something. And the police department, I think, or maybe our building department, somebody did something about it and came to an agreement with her, so.
What should residents do?
I don't know, Mr. Jones. I don't know what
Yeah, we'll-
department handles that.
oh,
That's-
yeah, we'll-
that's-
we'll-
Cats are not in my purview.
Right. We'll look
I know we
into
had
it.
talked about it for, I'm
Don,
sorry.
Don, if you can just look into that and then just get back with Councilmember Clark, so we can just
Thank you.
move on to the next item. Next, our other report from our Clerk of Council, Mr. Kia Bailey.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to report that ordinance number 20-2024 and resolution number 30-2024 was posted as required, and that concludes my report.
All right, thank you for that. Moving on to item number 9, which is unfinished business and general orders, and I need, well, I'll make a motion to suspend the rules requiring the reading in full on 2 separate days and read for the second time, that's right, we did read it before, by title only, ordinance number 20-2024.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. This ordinance was posted 6 days prior, and this is actually continuing from an item that we tabled. So will the clerk please call the roll on the motion?
Adams,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Sylvester.
Yes.
All right. Ordinance, motion to suspend passes. Will the clerk please read ordinance number 20-2024 by title only?
Ordinance number 20-2024, rezoning the eastern 46.506 acres of the Forest Fair Mall property from PB, Planned Business, to IP, Industrial Park, approving a preliminary development plan and declaring an emergency.
All right, thank you for that, Ms. Bailey. I make a motion to table ordinance number 20-2024 until the July 15th city council meeting.
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded. We are still actually in the process of negotiations with the developer. So until those negotiations reach a point of conclusion, we're going to table the rezoning of this area. And with that, I would urge adoption to table. All right, will the clerk please call the roll on the motion?
Brown?
Yes.
Clark?
No.
Harrison?
Yes.
Holt?
Yes.
Moore?
Yes.
Sylvester?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
All right, ordinance number 20-2024 passes 6-1. All right, will the clerk please read? Oh, well, actually, I need another motion to suspend. Is there a motion? Oh, actually, well, I'll make the motion. Motion to suspend the rules requiring the reading in full on 2 separate days and read for the second time by title only resolution number 30-2024.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. This resolution was posted 6 days prior to the meetings, and this is actually something from a prior council meeting. So will the clerk please call the roll on the motion to suspend?
Clark?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
Holt?
Yes.
Moore?
Yes.
Sylvester?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes. All right. Motion to suspend passes. Will the clerk please read resolution number 30-2024 by title only?
Resolution number 30-2024, a resolution requesting the Hamilton County Auditor to place special assessments against a property in the city of Forest Park for the indigent burial program.
All right, thank you for that, Ms. Bailey. I move to adopt resolution number 30-2024. All
Second.
right, it's been moved and properly seconded. This is something that we discussed at the work session, and we actually had tabled this regarding indigent burial that the city had to cover. There's a lien placed on a property, but though all the parties involved have actually been informed. So with that, I would urge adoption. Will the clerk please call the roll on the motion to adopt?
Harrison?
Yes.
Holt?
Yes.
Moore?
Yes.
Sylvester?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Clark?
Yes.
All right, resolution number 30-2024 passes 7-0. All right, and that concludes old business. Moving on to item number 10, which is new business. So I need a motion to appoint Ms. Margot Combs to the Beautification Commission for the term expiring 11/30/2027. Is there a motion, Councilmember Harrison?
Yes, sir. I make a motion to appoint Ms. Margaret Combs to the Beautification Commission for the term expiring November 30th, 2027.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by the sound of voting aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes. We will go through all of the appointments first, and then we will swear everyone in at the same time. So I need another motion. Is there a motion to appoint Councilmember Harrison?
Yes, sir. There's a motion to appoint Ms. Jerry Arnold to the Economic Development Commission for the term expiring November 30th, 2027.
All right, it's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by the sound of voting aye. Aye. All right, motion passes 7-0. And another motion, Councilmember Harrison.
Yes, there is a motion to appoint Ms. Penny Harding to the Civil Service Commission for the term expiring November 30th, 2026.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. Any further discussion?
Not at this time, sir.
All right, hearing none, let it be known. All those in favor, let it be known by the sound of voting aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passes. Okay, so at this point, we are going to swear everyone in. So all the members who have been appointed, if they are present, if you would come forward to the dais. Yeah. You want to raise your right hand and repeat after me. Huh? Yeah, actually, I have a dozen up here. So I'll say I, and then you say I, and then you will state your name, and then you'll just repeat after me from there. Okay, so raise your right hand. So say I. State your name. Say do solemnly swear or affirm. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter of the Municipality of Forest Park, Ohio,
the Charter of the Municipality of Forest Park, Ohio,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
honestly,
and
impartially
impartially
discharge the duties as,
discharge the duties as
now state the commission that you'll be a part of.
Economic Development Commission, Beautification Commission.
All right, and congratulations, you're both a part. And we do thank you both for taking time to continue to improve our beautiful city. So, thank you. Anyone else have any comments for our new commissioners?
Just very happy to have you. Thank you,
All
Bob.
right. Yes. All right, and then we'll have to swear in the last one at another date. All right, so actually that concludes new business. So is there any other business to come before the body?
I want to wish our amazing clerk of council the most beloved birthday. I do apologize, it was yesterday. We did not acknowledge that, and for all the stuff that you do for us. All the late night calls I make to you. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
All right. Is there any other business to come before the body? Is there any other business to come before the body? Is there any other business to come before the body? Hearing none, this council meeting is adjourned.